Reiki session. I hope that you're doing as well as possible. I wanted to begin here by using our selenite wands to do an initial cleansing. So just sit back, relax, and just allow this energetic healing to wash over you. Wash over you. Wash over you. Good. These are the selenite wands we're going to be using. These are great for gentle cleansing. So I'm going to start at your crown and I'm going to work my way down. And I just want you to take this time to really familiarize yourself with what it is that you need right now. So is there anything that you need in this moment just to help you maybe melt into whatever it is that's supporting you? Take this time to really sink into the present moment. Arrive here and do your best to connect with yourself. Sometimes all it takes is just the inquiry asking, what do I need right now? To begin to understand what it is that our body is trying to tell us, our energetic field is trying to tell us. So just take some time here while we're doing this cleansing, if you're open to it, to connect with that, with what you need. Because listening to your own needs is so important. So important. How are you feeling today? Well, let's hope by the end of the session you feel 10% better. Okay. Good. We are going to be using this Japanese cherry blossom candle to set our intention. So on behalf of your highest, wisest, most empowered and aligned self, in loving comfort and perfect balance, I wish to conduct this Reiki session for self-betrayal or healing self-betrayal. When we are moving towards a new goal or setting new intentions or really trying our best to connect with what we want and moving towards that, sometimes those old habits, that habitual behavior is really difficult to release, and it will maybe sometimes even convince you that it's the better option for a number of reasons. So this session is really about supporting you as you move towards your dream life, because you deserve to have that dream life, and I know that it's on its way to you. This session is really about, for those of us who get in our own way, for those of us who maybe self-sabotage, how can we make slight adjustments in our lives in order to actually move towards the things in our life that we want? And this is going to be simple, but not very easy work, because it's really about kind of parsing through all of these beliefs that we have, that we've developed or that we were taught, and really maybe starting to reshape and reform our beliefs. Okay, now if you would like to specify this intention, something like this could be great, because if there's a habitual pattern or habit that you find yourself in repeating, kind of caught in the vortex of, then feel free to use this flame to just clarify that right now. As we set this intention, it's important to just be really specific about what that might be. Okay, there we go. Now I would like to take some incense and light it off of our candle. Certain sounds that when I'm editing these sessions, I love to listen to. And those are usually the ones that you see me doing more often. But I absolutely love the sound of this paper. Sometimes it's just funny what will sound really great when I'm editing versus in the moment. Something that might sound really subtle in the moment is really loud, and then something that you feel like won't be very tingly will sound amazing. I understand why ASMR artists put the headphones the microphone, the receivers in their ears so that they can hear what they're doing. I should probably do that. Do one of those. But anyway, this is definitely one of those sounds. I love the sound of this paper. So I'm just lighting this off of our candle to preserve the intention that we've set. So then as we draw the symbols, igniting the Reiki healing energy that's passing between us. And then as I clear with this flame, we will be preserving that intention that we've set. And that's where this session will move from. Using that as the foundation. Just drawing these symbols outside of your heart space. So, in this session, I really want to encourage a foundation of self-love here, self-compassion. Really, when we are in a state of self-betrayal, it's because we are afraid. We're afraid of what is lurking behind the corner because something new, something unfamiliar, something that we can't control because we don't know what it is or what it'll look like or how it'll feel or what it'll be. That's very, very scary to the ego mind. And so, just making sure that when we're engaging with this, we are doing it with compassion and love, a sense of understanding that this is all because your ego mind is trying to protect you. So as difficult or as inconvenient or as frustrating or as maddening as it can be to get in your own way or to self-sabotage, it's important to recognize where that comes from so that you can have a little bit of self-compassion for yourself. But it comes from a place of wanting to protect you. So obviously now I'm just doing some clearing with this smoke. The other reason that inviting self-compassion in is so important, which goes along with the first reason, is because self-betrayal can invite in a sense of shame, or maybe guilt, but a sense of shame. And so we really want to combat that with some compassion for ourselves. And I think one of the best ways to combat shame is to look at it for what it is and to share your shame story with people you can trust in a safe space where you can trust that. So feel free to leave the comments. God, Mercury retrograde. Feel free to use the comments for this kind of sharing, and just know that it is a safe space. I try my best to be really mindful about what's going on in the comments, especially the first day. I respond and talk to all of you guys. But if any of you are noticing comments that aren't nice, if you could do me a huge favor, whether it's on something you've said or you're noticing someone else, if you could just either let me know or just remove it, report it, or whatever, that would be great, because this is such a beautiful collective here, gorgeous group of you, and I'm so honored to be a part of it. And it's wonderful to be able to share with each other. So feel free to use the comments here to just connect in whatever way, share whatever your shame story might be and how you're working through it. So that's why it's so important to have a foundation of love with these sessions. Really starting from a place of love and doing our best to allow love to move through all aspects of this kind of work. I'm going to move through with this owl rattle now and shake up the energy, and then we'll just waft it away, wafting away anything that might be blocking you from moving towards your goals. Self-betrayal is an interesting one because in a lot of ways it signifies such amazing growth. It's kind of that benchmarker. When self-betrayal starts to come in, it means that you're feeling motivated to do things differently. You're on the precipice of transforming. It's about what you do with those habitual behaviors, or maybe some self-sabotage that floats in from time to time. It's about what you do with that. So it's always about kind of your next step. So just remember that if you do slip up, or if you do sabotage yourself, it doesn't mean you have to throw your hands up and say that it's all done. This is part of the process. Most of us experience that when we're looking to change something, because everything in us is screaming for us to stay the same. Staying the same is so much safer in our minds than changing. That thing of the fear of the unknown. Like dark water is so scary, and why people are afraid of the dark is you're afraid of the unknown. What new things will come up? What new challenges will you face if you transform or if you change? You'll miss out on all these things that you have now these are some of the ways that ego mind can get in and start to play tricks. But looking at the reality of the situation and reconnecting with why you want to transform in the first place can be so beneficial. All of these sessions are linked to the ones recently. This new time to really shift. We did our reflecting and shifting session, and then having perseverance through that. And then here's just, if there are these specific obstacles that continue to arise. My camera shut off. I don't remember exactly what I was saying. But regardless, just recognizing that this kind of transformation is challenging. And sometimes we can convince ourselves that it's not the best thing for us. Being really clear about our intentions and why we want this shift can help us to realign when we start to get pulled in one direction or another. You got this. Okay, I'm going to start at your crown and we're going to move down. Okay. I have a little bit of this aura mist. This is eucalyptus and frankincense. Just a tiny drop of eucalyptus. Just using this aura mist to fill you up. Eucalyptus I love to use for like invigorated, refreshing energy. Reinvigorate your senses, and then frankincense I love to use for spiritual alignment. Now I'm going to use a fan to just kind of waft anything away that is blocking you, preventing you. It's an obstacle energetically. I'm just going to use this woven fan to move through so I'm just starting at the crown and then just wafting this energy downward. If there's anything that you're noticing, there we go, that is stuck or blocked, this is a great time just to offer that up. So we're just kind of cleansing with the element of air, brushing away anything that's holding you back. Good. So this is a great time to start to think to yourself, is there something that's holding me back? Is there something that I'm consciously holding on to? Whether that's a belief or anything that I'm holding on to that I'm able to release consciously. Just, if so, call that out. I would like Anna to waft away my whatever it is that you really want to clear, whatever the idea of self-betrayal, however that manifests for you, or whatever came up first when you heard the word self-betrayal. We just call those out now. I'm being quite vigorous as we get down towards the root and just really kind of really wafting that energy out. I want to really support you energetically. No? Okay. Good. So now what I'm going to do is just begin placing my hands on your physical body, helping you to heal the aspects, these unresolved spaces within. Okay. Use a little bit more frankincense in the form of this frankincense essential oil, anointing oil. Does it smell good, huh? I place my hands on your hips. Just allow this energy to pass back and forth between my palms, grounding you in this wonderful sense of safety and protection. And as we move up your body, placing my hands on your sacral now. Just imagine that everywhere that my hands touch, light is filling you up. On your solar plexus now. So you are grounded in safety and protection. You are emotionally balanced. You are strong. You are confident. You trust in your self-worth. Hovering now outside of your heart space, you are so loved. Hovering outside of your throat chakra. You are honest. You are open. You communicate freely. Now placing my hands on your third eye. You are connected. You're capable of parsing through things with ease. Wisdom flows to you. And now all of these chakras are filled with light. We come to your crown. You are a vessel for divine energy. Source energy flows through you. You're a being of light. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, it's such a pleasure to connect with you here. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day or night. And until we meet again, be so well. I love this sound. Anything like this kind of sounds like a kitten to me. Like a kitten purring. And just doing a little bit of balancing and aligning. But how would you suggest that a person achieve the ability to feel that comfortable with people? Not have that fear or apprehension of being disliked or judged by other people. That always happens when I'm trying to do it like a And just repeat the mantra